Okay guys, welcome to Pass on the Help. So today we are going to see how long it takes or how many days it will take to get an Indian police clearance certificate when you apply it through a postal application. So in my case, I applied in 2020 during March and during April and May, and it took me around 25 days end to end from the day I applied for PCC, from the day my application was sent through courier till the day I received my courier back with the PCC. It has been 25 days. Okay, so in 25 days I got my PCC. Okay, so now if you want to watch further, you can continue watching. But if this is the only answer that you are looking for, feel free to stop the video. In the next section of the video, we will be going through how much time each stage of PCC application in Canada takes. So the first question that we are going to look at is how long does it take for postal application to reach the BLS center? So in my case, it took 2 days to be precise, that I sent my application today and tomorrow it reached. The second question is how long does it take for BLS to respond that they have received your application? Okay, in my case, it took almost 7 days from the day that they received my application to the day that they acknowledge that my application is under process. The next question is how long does it take for you to receive the Indian PCC in hand after the BLS acknowledgement? So what this is like, once the BLS sends you an acknowledgement saying that okay, we have received your application, from that day onwards you can take it as like 13 to 14 days for you to receive your actual PCC in hand. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go into the details of these questions. Feel free to skip if you don't want to watch it. If you want to see this in a little more details, let's go through each question one by one. So the first question is how long does it take for Indian PCC postal application to reach the BLS center? Once you have all your documents ready, you package that into a courier and now you send this courier, you schedule a pickup for this courier. So the courier guy comes and you hand your courier to the courier guy. So that will be an official dispatch of your application. So you have now officially sent your document to BLS center. Okay, so it ideally takes 2 to 4 days for your police clearance certificate application to reach the BLS center. Okay, now this is considering you are staying somewhere close to the BLS center, right? Like I am right now in Toronto, and the BLS center, there are a couple of BLS centers in Toronto. Okay, so my application will be sent to the BLS center the immediate next day. But ideally, the timeline should be between 2 to 4 days. You send it today, by tomorrow, or maybe within 4 days, depending on the holidays and all, your package should be delivered. So it takes around 2 to 4 days. Now, how can you know that your package has actually been delivered? You can track it using the courier website. For me, it was the Purolator's courier service. So just go to the Purolator courier service website. So all you will have to do in case of Purolator is you will need to enter the PIN number or the reference number that you will found on the label that you print, and you can, using this PIN and reference number, you can track your package. Don't worry, what we will going to do next is I will show you exactly how that shipment looks like once it has been received by the BLS center. So let's take a look at it. So this is the screen. Once you go to the Purolator website, you enter their PIN number. It will show you a detailed message about how your shipment has processed. So if you can see here, see, this is the date when I sent my courier, and my package was delivered on April 22nd in the morning at 8:15 at the location. Okay, so this is how your Purolator service will look like. This would be the shipment number. This is your PIN number. This is also a PIN number that you can enter. So this shows you the details that okay, from April 21st to April 2nd, so my package was delivered within 2 days. So now let's move on to the next screen. Next question is, how long does it take for BLS to respond that they received the Indian PCC postal application? Okay, so it might happen that they received it on a particular day, but you don't get any response back from BLS saying that they have actually received it. Okay, now what we saw in the earlier screen, that is the courier service saying that your package was delivered, but BLS have not acknowledged your package yet. So now the second question is, when will we get the BLS acknowledgement? So from the date of your application received by the BLS, give them at least 7 days to process your application and respond back to you with an email saying that okay, your application is in process at the Consulate General of India. Now, why it takes 7 days? Because, like I said earlier, we are in a pandemic situation where it generally takes a little over 7 days. Kind of, they might be doing a quarantine of your package. That's what I can think of right now. So, after 7 days, they will generate an email and they will send an acknowledgement to you saying that okay, we have received your application and it's under process. I will show you a sample email that they send us. So this is my email actually. This is an actual email that I received. So this is what they said, that your passport application for so and so bill has been at our BLS center. Please allow 4 to 5 business days for processing it to the Consulate General of India. So you see, this was received on 30th April. So this is 30 April, but my package was delivered to BLS on 22nd of April itself. So they took almost 8 days to respond back to me saying that they have received my application and it is under process. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. How long does it take for you to receive the Indian PCC in hand? So this is what this point says, that from the date BLS sends you the acknowledgement email that okay, we have received your application and it is in process at Consulate General of India, it takes about 15 days to receive your Indian PCC in hand on your home address or whatever address you have provided. Uh, let's take a look at the sample Indian passport clearance certificate, police clearance certificate, sorry. So this is what it will look like. This is an actual photo of mine, sorry for that. This is how it will look like. So it reads, it is certified that there is no adverse information against Mr. So and so, son of so and so, holder of Indian passport number, issued on Toronto on so and so date, which would render him ineligible for immigration purposes other than citizenship of Canada. Now, if you see here, a lot of people have this question, where did this line come from and is it confusing? So don't worry about this line. This is something which you select when you actually submit the form or fill up the form on the CGI website. So this is the whatever reason you select there for getting a PCC, that will appear here. If you have any further questions, feel free to post your comments. And if you like the video, do subscribe to my channel. I will be coming up with more videos like this